Good morning, you guys. We are gonna go, after I'm done playing with my dog. Get here. Get over here. We have both of them on. All right, you guys. Today is gonna be super fun. I'm just gonna hang out with you while I do our morning chores. We're gonna go get Oki, huh, Bennett? And Oki the owl, he is outside in his chamber. You're gonna go see what he ate. Give thumbs up if you guys can hear the audio okay. Goodness. It is so cold here. I don't know how it is where you guys are, but I'm seeing all over the country, just like, especially like in Seattle, the ice that is everywhere. It is a cold front, and I hope you guys are staying warm. Are you gonna be warm enough?
Yeah, except we gotta disconnect from the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Hold on, we're gonna do, you go outside. All right, we're gonna go get the owl and let's go see what he ate for dinner last night. So a lot of times the owl most often is flying free in my home. He has a great life there. However, go this way. I thought last night it's really good for them to go inside and outside. I think he likes the outside as well. Owls really love the cold weather. Not too cold, but they do really well in cold conditions, and they struggle more in warmer conditions. Okay. So this is an outdoor aviary that he likes to come in. In falconry, we call it his mew. Hi. Oh, look what you did last night. All right. Hi. 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 Good morning. Okay, so I'm gonna get his leash. I usually put it here in the corner. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't show TikTok, I don't know, but this is what he ate last night. This is the mallard duck. We can't show you, but he removed the head and then just the wings. He has like a wing collection in the corner here. When he's done eating them, he stashes them in the corner. Owls do what's called stashing. I need to come in here and clean things up, but yeah, it's really good for him to have a place that he can just pounce on the pheasant. Last night, like I said, he had a mallard duck. Hi. Hi. And so this is an area that I like him to eat in so that it contains the mess. But when he does other things, like, that scares him a little bit. I'm sorry. I know, does that scare you? He's gonna jump on my shoulder. Oh my gosh. It's my favorite part. See, he's like giving me an owl hug. See how he's leaning into my head? Oh, I love you so much, Oki. We have this such special bond. Oki, hi. This is how he's saying hello. Oh. He's giving me kisses. Oh, he is so, so sweet. Usually I put this on him before he jumps on, and now that he's on here, he just wants to go in the house so bad. So I'm just gonna put it on this one here. We'll go through like this. He is such a wonderful, sweet owl. You can see how he likes to be close to me. And owls will only hoot when they are happy. They will never be able to hoot when they're in fear or in stress. So you can see when people are like, oh, why is he in captivity or he's not happy, poor owl. He is so happy. He is the most spoiled owl on this planet. He was injured as a baby, and I do falconry. I work with lots of different hawks and falcons, and now I specialize. I just love owls. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's go. Maybe when it warms up, we can go on a walk and take you guys on one with us. I love to take my owl on walks. He just loves to be out like this. This is his favorite time of year. So, like I was mentioning before, great horned owls, look how he's so funny. Great horned owls mate this time of year. This is when they're sitting on eggs right now in January. And then their babies will hatch in the month of February. Some even as probably this year more March because it's just such a cold year. But yeah, they are all thriving because you know why they do this in the winter time? Why do they do this, Oki? Why do you have babies in the winter time? It's because all the other animals leave because of the cold weather. And so there's a surplus of food. And the great horned owls do great in the wintertime because of all their down feathers. So that's when they start laying eggs and raising their babies. And then their babies are the first ones to hatch in about February, March time frame. And it's before the others have even hatched. So they're already well on their way. So you can see Oki can fly free completely here in my home. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hi. He loves it. Like as long as I'm still moving, he'll stay on my shoulder. Typically, he has his little favorite spots he likes to go to in the house. He'll probably go on these chairs here. Hey. Okay, one of the things that Oki typically really likes in the mornings is he loves his bath, or he loves to drink his water out of his little spritzy cup, or it's like a little spritzy water spray bottle. Oh my gosh, you guys, thanks so much for jumping on. I love seeing all these new people. Oh wow, it looks like we have 1.1 thousand on TikTok, and this is really fun, you guys. I'm going to show you how. See how happy Oki is? Are you so happy? Huh? So, whenever I'm around Oki, we've learned just to hoot back and forth, and he really literally does have his language. When he does that, when he does that before his hoots, that he always does that when he's happy. That's kind of like his laughter, or like if he's really excited, he goes, and then his regular hoot. And so that every owl has their own specific tone in their hoot, believe it or not. Yes. He loves it. So they have a specific hoot, and their mate that they mate off, they pair off with, knows that hoot, and they call each other in every year. I should probably close these windows. Should I close them for the lighting? Okay. Oki loves looking out there. But they call in their mate around November, December timeframe every year. And they have this hoot that their mate knows, and they answer each other back. Oh, he's watching all the birds. It's so cute. Karen, come see his cute little face. It's over here. So all the birds that fly up, he just likes to sit here. This is one of his favorite places. Huh. Ooh, 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 ooh. So he does love it when I give him attention. Sometimes when I do this, yeah, this is something he's familiar with. It's the way that I love him, is I come in close, because owls are essentially blind up close because they're so farsightedness that they have to get reference with touch. Huh. So that's why, do you see all those feathers that come out around their beak and their cere, the way they come out like that? That is so that when they are close to their food, and they eat with their eyes closed, because again, they don't need their eyesight, they have to feel, they're blind. And so when you touch them up close, then that's like comforting to him. Hi. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, watch. And he'll give me kisses sometimes. Will you give me kisses right now? No. You're not in the mood for kisses? Ooh, 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 ooh. Huh? And then sometimes he likes it when I give him head massages. But I will give him a bath today. You guys will see how he likes a little spritzy bath with water. Oh, you don't want to be touched. Sometimes he doesn't want to be touched. Owls really don't like to be pet and coddled. Some people will come up and they want to pet him like a dog or a cat, or scratch him. They don't really like that type of touch. They just like you to be close to them, and that's good. This is their sign of affection. And so when he's so happy, he's just flying around, getting his little wiggles out. But when he goes on my shoulder, and when he goes on a lot of people's shoulder, he knows how to feel energy. And it is so adorable, because he's grown up around humans and sees us as his friends and his family. Then he will go on your shoulder, and then now, it's so cute. He will lean his body into you. He's just jumping around. And that's the way that he will be giving you a hug. You want to go out on the roof, huh? Maybe we'll do coffee on the roof someday with you guys.
It's a dry spot.
Yeah, for sure. I need to make some coffee, if you guys don't mind. Maybe I'll make some coffee and we can go sit on the roof and I can answer some of your questions, okay? All right, let me go back to this so I can answer some of your questions here.
We should just go out there for fun for 30 seconds.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Let's go see. Okay, do you want to go on the roof? Oh, you do? Okay, let's do it. All right, this is one of my favorite little spots of the house. Okay, can you jump on my shoulder? Come here. So owls have to step backwards. He is so hooty today. He's so happy. Okay, we're gonna come out here. This is seriously one of our favorite spots. When my kids were little, I would put a trampoline down here on the ground, and they would remember just running and jumping off the roof onto the trampoline down there, and then we'd have sprinklers underneath it. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I don't know if you guys have, I'm sure you do, wonderful memories of being a mother or a parent. That was one of mine. Like, we were kind of reckless as a family. You know, the cops were always like checking in because like parents were complaining. My kids like to ride to the bus stop every day in the trunk of the car. So some parents are like, oh my gosh, kids in the trunk of the car. Oh, but my kids like loved it. Every morning, just jump in the trunk with the dog, close the trunk, and drive them down to the bus stop. And yeah, drive with this on top of the roof, the sunroof, or just fun things. Let kids be kids, right? But this is such a beautiful area. I hope you guys are enjoying the view as well. I think the Rocky Mountains, in my opinion, are the most beautiful area when it's snowy. Like the snow and the way that the shadows are blue on the mountains is so pretty. Like if you guys can see that. Can you hear the birds even? I love it, like knowing, even in the winter time, where you're in a good climate when you can still hear like wildlife. That's one of the first things I noticed when I moved here in this house is like an instant like chirp in the air of birds just happy. And we're gonna go put seeds out for the birds today, huh, Oki? Huh? You can see how calm he is. Like this, he is happy. He is so spoiled. He has lived with me since birth. He's 3.5 years old. His name is Oki, and he is a great horned owl. Females are larger in birds of prey. Okay, so I know like even though he looks large and people have seen larger owls, it's because those would be a female owl. But all right, well, we're getting cold and we're gonna go inside so I can answer some of your questions. Yeah? Oh, did you like that? Say hello to everyone, Oki. Oki. We just love all of our new subs and followers, you guys. This is growing. Our platform is taken off. It wasn't even just a few weeks ago that we had 25,000 on YouTube, and it's, I don't know, it's over 60 something. So thank you, thank you. We love all of you guys. We love our TikTok followers, and just this community that we're building is just super fun, and we have so many cool things coming on.
Someone just said their cat's name is Oki.
Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully Oki would not eat Oki, huh? He wants to go outside. He loves it when I take him outside. How about some water, Oki? Would you like what?
Should you give him a bath?
Yeah, let's give him a little bit of water. And then I do have a little Pinky Mouse ready for him. So I'll show you guys. I hope he comes in. He had a mallard duck. So if you didn't see the beginning of the live, go check it out on YouTube. But this morning, his meal was a mallard duck. And we couldn't show all of it, but he like tore the head off. So owls like literally will take the head off very first. And they'll either eat it or move it aside and then just start diving into the animal. And then when they're not done with it, when they're done with it, but not, oh, you're gonna go to the bathroom? Oh my gosh. See, this is like actually what I'm in the middle of cleaning up. I had to spray this with water. This is, this is what I have to do for the water. This makes easy cleanup. We're gonna have to get the water out anyway. So I'm gonna show you what I do here. Oh my gosh, that's like you guys, thank you. That's our record, I think. This is fun. Anyways, I want to show you guys how you take care of an owl. Most falconers will and tether their bird of prey up. He is a falconry bird. Yes, you do need to have a license. He is training. He's doing awesome on his live kill testing, awesome on his training. He's rousing. So, Oki. So when he rouses like that, that means he's happy. That in a bird of prey, that's like their smile and they're comfortable. They would never rouse when they're in stress. All of the signs and mannerisms that, oh, he's going to fly up to the chandelier. Here he goes. So all of the signs that he does is his happiness, his joy. See how the way he's hooting? He's just super spoiled. Okay, I'm going to show you how I have to clean some things up. This is why owls do not make good pets. People think, oh, I want an owl pet. First of all, they're not pets. They are still a bird of prey. But what I do, see, he went to the bathroom over there. First, I'll wet it. This is so gross. Normally, I clean this up before I get on a live. But this was behind the scenes, all right? So then I do that and just scrub. I have like this little scrubby tool that gets it like on the grout. Yes, I wash my hands, you guys, but I'm not so grossed out about guts, blood, animal stuff like this because it's my life. It's what I have to do. It's like cleaning up after your baby and you're grossed up about their spit up and poop. You can't wear gloves every time. You do the best you can. You sanitize where you can. I'm going to be getting new hardwood floors anyway, so I kind of don't really care at this point. I think that's so pretty with Oki way up there. I'm going to get on and let me answer some of your guys' questions. I'm going to go back and forth between both YouTube and TikTok, but we'll start here on YouTube. Those that want to see the beginning of the live that are on TikTok, go over for those that are on YouTube. You guys will see the mallard duck that he ate this morning. All right. Oh, well, hello, Veronica. And Cinnamon Girl, you love that chandelier. I need to clean it. I'm actually a little embarrassed. It looks a little dusty, but... so yeah, so Oki is just up here. Okay, so you heard that the Starlight was asking that the poops kind of smell bad. They actually do not smell. I'm going to say, truthfully, the worst part of great horned owls are their breath. And you would have to agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially in the car.
Especially in the car, because they get nervous. And so when he's nervous, he pants. He goes like, and then it's just pure like mouse breath.
Smells like dead animal.
Yeah, it's really, that part stinks, is the owl's breath, because also like they have in their gizzard, they have all like the non-digestible items, the bones, fur, and feathers of the animals just sitting there waiting to come up each day. And so their breath stinks. But as far as like their poop or their feathers or whatever, no, oh, you know what though? They do have these certain poops that they do sometimes that are these like black poops. Those stink. I don't know what they are. They're like once in a while. I'm telling you, it's about like maybe once a day or something. Those ones stink. Yes. Don't step on that. Don't. All right. Does he shed? Great horned owls, they don't shed, but they do what's called molting. All birds of prey molt. And so once a year, their feathers will start to fall off. Their molt will begin probably in about, let's see, I think in March of this year. He'll be a little bit later because it's so cold, but yeah, around March, April timeframe, he will enter into his molt. And that is where each one of their feathers, one by one and in order, in sequence, will fall off and replace themselves. So they get a fresh set of feathers every year because in the wild they get damaged and broken. But you can see as you go around the back of him and you can see his wings and tail, his plumage is in perfect condition. There's every feather is just perfect because he's not jammed in a small cage or a chamber. Like you see how he flies free everywhere. Okay, hi Alice. Shout out to you. What would Oki react when we touch his back? Okay, so Starlight, yeah, he can have the back of his tail pet and his feet, but when people start getting close up to where his wings are, the corner of his wings or high on his back, that is very threatening to any bird of prey, and so they naturally will feel very protective. But he is so sweet even to let people touch him as much as he does. So he's very kind on everybody's shoulder. He's never once been harmful or aggressive to anybody when he's sitting on their shoulder. He's just a love bug. He's looking out here because we have falcons in the area. An update. Some people have been asking what we're doing about this Merlin falcon. I put a word out there letting you guys know that we're getting ready to train and show you guys the entire training process of training a Merlin falcon. In that process, the reason why we haven't done that yet is we need to have a couple starlings, sparrows. And so we set 3 traps and we're just waiting. It's so cold, but as soon as we get 1 to 2 sparrows in our traps, then we'll be going and showing you the whole process of bringing in a wild Merlin falcon, a female, and she's going to go through the entire falconry process with me, flying to the glove, flying to the lure, outside and hunting, and then release her back out into the wild. And I want to show you guys that process, so stay tuned for that. But that is why we haven't proceeded, is we're waiting for a couple sparrows in our traps. Oh, thank you. Your house is is gorgeous. What do you do with the molted feathers? That's a great question. A lot of them I kept the main ones here and there because you need to have a replacement feather just in case they damage one of theirs, and you can it's kind of like a graft. You can graft one in if they need it. But I saved a couple of the main ones the first couple years, but then I don't save them really anymore. I wish we could give them away because I know you guys would love them, but I want to be very clear. You cannot sell or give or even obtain a bird of prey, a raptor feather, without a proper permit. So people have asked if I would send them some of Oki's feathers, and that's just something that is against the law. It's for a good reason. It's so that the birds of prey are not poached and sold and traded for their feathers. And so it's it's a regulation for a reason. But I want to show you one of his feathers. I don't know if you can see very well the way the way that the lighting is here, but this is one of his leading edge wingtip feathers. And this is what makes owls silent flyers right here. See this serrated edge on the edge of their feathers? Every one of their feathers has this adaptation. However, this is the most pronounced because it's a leading edge. What happens when they fly and glide down, the turbulence of the air is cut, so it's not a hard surface like all of the other birds of prey have. Only the owls have this, and that's what makes them silent flyers. It's so that the sound of the wind cannot even be heard. When they put great horned owls in a sound booth. They can't even pick up a sound. They're literally silent flyers.
And they're gliding.
When they're gliding, yes. When they're flapping, you can definitely hear like the thrust of the wind. They are so strong. They are so strong because they have a broader wingspan. I want to point out something. I'm going to do a video and explain more of the adaptations that make them silent flyers. But a lot of people think that the owls are silent flyers so that their prey cannot hear them approach them. And that actually is not the case. It's not so that the mouse cannot hear them. The hawks get them just fine. They're not silent flyers. It's not so that the snake or the vole or the rabbit cannot hear them gliding in. It's for the owls, because their hearing needs to be so acute to the location of their prey, even though they can't even see them a lot of times. And they're following them just by the sound of a twig snapping underneath the snow or the leaves. They are going down, and it's for them so that they are not noisy above the sound that they need to be hearing to catch their prey. When they land on their prey, they have a 65% kill rate when they don't even see it. And it's a nearly 100%, 95% kill rate when they do see it. Nothing gets out of the grip of the great horned owl. Nothing. Look at him. He's like so happy right now. This is him preening. So when he does that, that's like a sign of him giving himself a bath. And you can see how comfortable he is. Hi. Okay, say hi to everybody, Oki. Ooh, 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 ooh. In fact, it's really beautiful from this location because you can see and get an idea of how much down they really have on their body. Like when you can see the underneath here, look at all that down. No other bird of prey has that. And again, that is why they thrive in the winter, is because of this down. You can see how he's putting his talon up right here. Again, that's a sign he's very happy. This is so a great horned owl, when they sleep standing up just like this. And once in a while, they'll lift up one of their feet and exchange their body weight. But that is the only relief that they give themselves when relaxing. The other thing that they do is they will relax their head down on the chest of themselves, because their neck is actually very long, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they have a short, stubby neck, but actually their vertebrae are twice as long. They have twice as many vertebrae as we do. So it's like a head on top of a popsicle stick. Ooh, ooh. He's so pretty. All right, let me get to some of your guys' questions.
Go check out the YouTube chat.
Okay. Give him some meat. Oh, nice to see nice positive things on YouTube. Thank you. Very beautiful. Such a cute owl. Turn your head 360 degrees. So, yeah, I think your name is Sadaf. The great horned owls, they can turn their head 270 degrees each direction. So that's a 3/4 of a turn. How long does the dog and Oki how long do they know each other, the dog and the owl? Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. I'm glad it's so informative. So Oki has known the dog his entire life. He's lived, great job. That's so beautiful. He's lived here with us, and so he doesn't know anything different. He thinks the dog and us, we're just all family. Isn't he so beautiful? Yeah, so his name is Oki, and he is 3.5 years old. I let him fly free in my home. You can see how happy he is. He flies wherever he wants. I give him as much freedom. We go on walks and car rides. How wide are their wingspan when they are open? That's a great question. So Meow, his wingspan is about 4.5 feet. Does my owl bite me? Yes, he can. Hi. He can, yes. If he's not respected, he will definitely bite. They're still a raptor, and they need to be respected and treated like that. Um, so, if I go up and do something aggressive, he will fly away first of all. And like if somebody touches his wings and does something irritating, he will let them know. Oh, Oki. Oh my gosh, yeah. I do have cleanup to do around the house. So owls do not make good pets. They are not a pet. I really want to emphasize that. Oki is a falconry bird. You do need to have a license to have a bird of prey. Just the fact that I let him fly around and have a lot of freedom, it is very, very highly regulated. Those that want to learn about that, get on your state guidelines, your website, and in the state that you're in, and look up the falconry guidelines. You would either need to have that or a rehabilitation permit or an education permit. You can see here he's walking around. I call it the Oki waddle. He's so cute. I think he does want a piece of meat. Do you guys want me to feed him a little mouse? So how much weight is Oki? So he's about, right now, I keep a log book. So in falconry, you need to always chart their weight. And I'll show you this here. So this is their weight. I'm going to just put it in front so that you can see this just real quick. This is what you need to keep, and you can see his weight in grams, like 1,035 grams, things like that. And so then you can track his progress, what he's doing based on his weight, and that's how you work with their training. Yeah, so he does eat a lot. Yeah, you guys want to see him eat? Does he have a smell? No, he smells so super clean. He does not have a smell. I think he is just delightful and way softer. Everyone that touches him is so surprised because great horned owls are very, very soft because of the amount of down. I'm going to just drink a little bit of my green drink real quick before I feed him. I know, so he is really light. He's only a little over 2 pounds. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Thank you, thank you. You guys, thank you for helping our channel grow. And we've now become a partner on YouTube in just a few months. And this has just been so much fun doing this with you guys. So thank you so much for all of your support. And keep an eye out for some awesome, wonderful things. This weekend was the Sundance Film Festival, and we had some really good connections happening there, huh, Oki? Huh? Ooh, ooh. Yeah. So we want.
Did you end up going to Sundance?
Uh-huh. All right. Okay, so this is his mouse. You guys are so comfortable here, so we'll just kind of. He's eaten a mallard duck last night, so he might not be too hungry. There you go, good boy. Do you want one more? They love mice. Mice are their favorite. I'm gonna wash my hands, but you can see how comfortable he is there. He loves just hanging out with me. Like the affection, the the sign of a great horned owl enjoying your company, it's just the fact that they stay around like this near you is all the proof that you need that they are just, they love your companionship. It takes a long time, you guys. So Oki is 3.5 years old, and I have been with him since birth. He's one of many owls that I've worked with. How I got into it is I started training falcons. I got my falconry license and I started training falcons, worked with a Merlin falcon and hunted that effectively. And then we went over to Peruvian Aplomado falcons, Cooper's hawk, and then several different owls and great horned owls. And I just have fallen in love with owls so much. I just feel like they just have come to me throughout my life. I've worked with so many of them, and it wasn't my intent to do this channel for this. This is all volunteer. We volunteer a lot of our time in schools. We were in high schools and different things, and we like to give back in the community. And I just love to share like Oki and the love of owls with you guys. I hope you guys are finding this interesting. You can see how he's moving his head like that. He has to move his head for movement. Their eyes are fixated in their skull. And so anything that they look at, they have to rotate their head towards it. Okay. Leslie, you're a whisperer. Oh, do owls stash their food year round? Yes, they do. Ricky, they stash their food all the time, every meal. So there's a couple videos I've put on the platforms where he's eating a rabbit, and you can see him. That's part of his live kill testing that he's needed to do. And when he's done, he will take like the legs of the rabbit and he'll like stash it in corners, and so that's why I like him to eat outside. But if it's a mouse, I have him eat in the house. I have him fly to my glove. And he's doing so good. I'm really, really pleased with him. This is one of his favorite locations because he can look at all the windows behind you guys and all the wildlife. It's really fun. Can I pet him? Yeah, I think he's in a mood right now that I could. Let's see. He might. If he'll tell me if he doesn't want. Let's see. I could also give him a bath first, and then he might. Okay, he might move. Hold on. Okay. So you're gonna see him kind of yawn. See this? Did you guys know owls can yawn like that? And he'll come over here because he likes to drink it. Watch this. He's asking for it when he yawns like that, and then he'll start to. This is called feeking. This is where he rubs his beak on things. This is a sign that he's happy. Okay. Oh. Oh, here he goes. Puts his foot up. Here we go. Maybe this might be a perfect little spot here. All right, you guys are just hanging out with me in my house, all right? So, yeah, he likes to shake those little tail feathers. So this is how owls love water. Oh, there he goes. I say that and he flies. They really do. He doesn't know when he flies away that the water's not going to follow him. But he loves it every morning when I spray him with this little water bottle. Huh? You want some? And he likes this one too. This is like, I don't know why. He likes this one because he can like bite on the end of it, and then I'll spray water in his mouth. And a lot of times I'll even get out the water bottle, see, and then he'll fly down because he wants me to give him the water. Look at how cute this is. Is that so cute? This is how spoiled he is. I used to do this when he was just a little baby, and I think that he just remembers, and he's probably going to fly up to his little ledge, which will be still fun for you guys to see him fly around. Huh? You looking out the window? So we have kestrel falcons that come in this area, and he likes to look at them. Look how beautiful the yellow color in their eyes are. They're just so gorgeous. The yellow in the great horned owl's eyes signifies that they can be mainly dusk and dawn hunters. So they can even hunt in the daytime with these yellow eyes, like even the long-eared owls, the screech owls, they all have these yellow eyes. But the tawny owls and the others that have just the dark colored eyes, he's going to shake his head. You like to shake, shake? Those are strictly nocturnal. So you can tell when they hunt based on their eye color. Huh, Oki? Ooh, 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 ooh. So you can see he could fly free right now. Yes, he can fly. He's not injured. But he chooses to be close to us. You can see he turns his head with every single movement. Their eyes are fixated in their skull, so they don't move their eyes side to side like ours. The reason why is because they gave up that area where their muscle would move their eyes side to side and used it for their cones in their eyes. I'm sorry, their rods, so that they can have the most impeccable night vision. Huh. You see how gentle he is? He's just playing. Oh. You can see all the down. They are not as big as they look, you guys, are not as heavy as they look. This is all down. Yes. You can see here how he only has 1 foot down. The other one, he pulled up all of his talons on that other foot here to relieve his pressure. See, it's all tucked up in here. See? Huh. Are you hiding your foot? Hmm? All right, let me go see what you guys... Yeah, you guys, please hit this like button. If this is something that you would like to see more of, you like the content that we're showing you, hit that like, subscribe, share. And I just feel like there's so many people that have responded to Oki. They love owls, but they didn't know that an amazing owl like Oki would let you get so intimate and get to see how they really are. I feel like there's so much character in Oki because he's so comfortable. He's never alarmed, so he's just being himself. And I feel like it's so unique. You don't see this in the wild. See how he moves his head up and down? That's so cute. Here, do you want to come on this side? Because so what this is, he is still nocturnal. So he will be here and then he'll go up and find his little favorite cubby holes or like little nooks around the house that he likes to go in, like by the kitchen cabinets. And that's where he'll take his nap during the daytime. Owls will sleep intermittently, so they'll sleep and wake up, sleep and wake up. And they need to sleep for quite a long time, up to about 11 hours a day. So even at night, he'll sleep once in a while in between feedings. I feed him every day. They have a slower metabolism. This is why they're so much more difficult to train in falconry. Hawks and falcon have a really high food drive, really good response rate. But great horned owls, they don't. They just wait for that perfect time. They're not enticed by food and hunger like the other raptors. They're really interesting. But he's doing very, very good on his live kill testing, doing good with his rabbits and flying to a glove. Oh, okay. Is he up all night? Yeah, basically he'll once in a while sleep, but he is rambunctious and having fun at night, flying around. And then of course I'm sleeping, but he'll come into my room and he'll check on me and he'll land on my body and hoot. Okay, I think he's in the mood. Maybe he'll let me give him a head massage. He has to be like in the right mood. And then he'll like start to itch his face with his talons. See? For some reason, like whenever I start to give him head massages like that, he gets like itchy on the front of his face. It's so cute. And then you'll see him yawning. So owls will yawn. And in the mornings when I come up and see him in the morning out here, this is usually where he's at in the morning. And when I come up and hoot, and I'll go, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah. And then he'll start yawning. So you can see how he has to move his head with every single movement because their eyes are so fixated in their skull. Now you guys, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, follow us, and we will be sharing a lot more videos, educational things. You can see some of the community service things that we've been doing too. It's been so much fun. We've been meeting so many wonderful old people in old folks' homes, doing assemblies in high schools, different rehabilitation work. We donate a lot of our time to repurpose wasted meat from hunters and taking it to rehabilitation centers that is taking care of all this new wildlife like eagles and owls and hawks. So this is a way that he feels like he's being loved. See, he's yawning. Yes, you're yawning. Oh. Yeah. So for him, this is just, he loves it. He loves me being close to him and just kind of like doting on him in a way. He loves it. He sometimes will let me touch the top of his eyeballs. He might yawn here. Yeah. He's gonna itch his face. Yes, so his beak is dark. You can see how always their beak and their talons will be the same color. However, not all owls have the same color beak and talons. He has a black one, but some of them will be more creamy color. Some of them they're not all the same. And then they all have different eye colors too. Huh, do you have pretty eyes? So do you see the beautiful yellow eye? They call him the tiger of the night sky. He's going to fly here. So they call him the tiger of the night sky for a reason. It's because their yellow eyes and the way that they're forward facing, it looks like a tiger. And the stripes on the back of their tail here, when they're flying, these stripes are just like a tiger stripes. So they call it the tiger of the night sky. Oh boy. Oh, okay. It looks like I need to do some cleanup here. You can see how he's flying around and just enjoying the day. This is one of his favorite locations that he likes to go up to and just likes to look over and down on to. Are owls solitary? That is a very good question. They're actually, in some ways, yes, they don't like to be cuddled, but they're very social as far as a very strong family tie. The males and females will stay with their babies for longer than any of the other raptors. Sometimes the entire season, the babies will stay near their parents. So when you see owls together as a group, that is because they are family. That's the only reason why they would be together as a group. But yeah, he doesn't like to be cuddled, but he likes to have attention. Huh, okay. See, he comes down here and instantly he already puts his foot up right here. And this is again a sign that he's happy. Oh, yeah. He probably wants to go outside. Hey, Oki, you want to go? All right, well, answer. What type of owl is it? You just joined. So this is a male great horned owl.
I'd be down for a walk if you want.
He's 3.5 years old. When do they fly away from the nest and on their own? Okay, so Billy, that's a good question. So by the time that they are hatched until they are fledging the nest, like going from that to a brancher and then through fledging, that entire process will take about 8 weeks. And then, so they are considered full grown at 12 weeks. They grow extremely fast. They're one of the fastest growing raptors. It's all because it's all survival. So after that, then they just fill in their feathers, but they grow extremely quick. Yeah, he is incredibly regal. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Meow. We really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you for all your guys' contributions. Oh, blessings to all of you guys. So Lily, how did I get him? I work with lots of different birds of prey. I've worked with owls for many years. And Oki, I started working with him in falconry, and he's so cute. I don't believe in tying up my birds when I work with them. It's just, I just give them as much freedom as I can. And so Oki has just grown up around our home. He's doing great in his falconry training, lure flying, coming in for the mice, live kill testing. We've showed a rabbit that he had here and dragging that on the floor, and then he'll stash parts of the rabbit when he's done eating it. It's really interesting. Okay, so Mary, why do they bob their heads side to side? That's a great question. So owls have to move their head with every movement. It's because their eyes are fixated in their skull. They don't have the muscles to move it side to side like we do. They gave up all that surface area so that they can have more night vision, but just better farsightedness and night vision. So again, they have to move their head with every single movement. But again, it's an advantage to them as well, because as they move their head for every movement, at the same time, they're picking up all the sound with their satellite disc-shaped face, and that acts like a giant ear. And so it's multi-purposeful when they turn their head towards the movement. They've given up every single trait that they didn't essentially need so that they could be the number one in the traits that they do need. The great horned owls are prehistoric. They've lived and they have not adapted for this many thousands and thousands of years on this planet. Their eyesight, their hearing, their talon strength, their silent flight, their ability to withstand cold temperatures, their camouflage, just the fact they're the strongest raptor here in North America. And so he's just having fun looking at the birds outside right now. That owl gave up his freedom, and not by choice. Well, actually, if you want to understand Oki's story, you'd have to understand where he came from. Oki was a miracle to have lived, actually, huh, Oki? So he's just looking out here at the birds. Oki was hit by a car, and he was thankfully found by some gracious people that took him into a rehabilitation center. Oki was put on feeding tubes. He was assessed for all of his damages, and they didn't think he was going to make it. He experienced quite a bit of head trauma. It wasn't for about a week that it took him to turn around with all of his injuries. At that point, he was eating from obviously the help and support of the humans, and he started to connect with them. I volunteer a lot of my time in some of the rehabilitation centers in the area, and in my process in coming up and working with Oki, we built this bond, and I've been feeding him and taking care of him. And Oki, after he came back around from his injuries, he did not have his natural mother raise him in the wild. And what happens if birds of prey do not have their natural mother raise them in the wild, they do not know how to actually even hunt and act like a bird of prey. That needs to be taught to them. Oh, hi. So I'm going to be doing a story on an amazing owl, a female owl. See how happy he is? A female owl that is a foster owl. So she teaches injured owls, baby owls, when they come in, she teaches them how to be a wild owl so they can go back out into the wild. It's amazing. So there is a process with all of this. He is doing great with his training. It was this live kill testing. We take him on hikes and walks. And honestly, in the wild is not the best place for these animals. It is ruthless out there. The great horned owls are the longest living out of all of the raptors here in North America, and they will live up to 15 years in the wild. That's the longest. Most falcons and hawks will be about 6 to 8 years, where in the wild they'll live up to 50 years, 50. So it's a ruthless world out there. In fact, when I take Oki out there, for those that have followed along on some of the other lives, if we go out into the wild, we literally have a wild owl. She was my owl that I had in the past, and she's in the area, but she will dive at us and attack us. And Oki doesn't know how to protect himself. So it would be like sending a handicapped out into the wild and saying, this is the best place for you, figure it out. So everybody, before you judge, you need to understand that not every animal, like a human, is born with the same circumstances. So it's a miracle he even survived, thank goodness. And now I'm just dedicated to give him the absolute best, most fulfilling life and train him. You can see how happy he is. He had a mallard duck last night for dinner. Did you have a duck? And then he also had a pheasant the night before, some mice. He has rabbits as well. Are you looking around? Are you looking around? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your super mom for him. Thank you so, it is a lot of work. What would normally happen to an owl when it's a hard imprint and non-releasable? They stay in an education facility. And an education permit is required for such a thing. With Oki, because I have him on a falconry permit, he is learning falconry and he's doing very, very good in such. And so I've been able to chart his weight, chart all of the food and progression that he's making, live kill testing, and expand his falconry skills. If he was in an education facility, they would not work with him that way. They don't train him, they don't interact with them in that regards. And so I truly feel like this is the best life that I could possibly give him. I do my very best to spoil him, provide for every need of his. And then I feel like this rehabilitated, he's not, this owl that has been repurposed, I would have to say, and is given a second chance. I just love to be able to pass on the knowledge and the love of owls and education to you guys. And I hope this is beneficial. I hope you guys are enjoying this as well. Oh, thank you. You're pretty. Yeah, you're right. So he is 3 3/4 years old. His birthday is on March 10th. And then that's when he'll be 4 years old, and he will live up to, I believe, over 50 years. He has the happiest life. He loves car rides. He loves going on hikes, walks. Okay, so is there any kind of meat that they like and that they prefer? So great horned owls, their favorite meat, I would have to say, are rodents. They personally will hunt and kill the red-tailed hawks and any animals that eat the rodents in the area. They love the rodents. And I would have to say that is his favorite. Mice, rats, pinky mice. And then quail would have to be one of his least favorite, I've noticed. But he's taken more now to feathered animals like quail and pheasant and duck. So it's really good. They need a variety of food, and it's best that they eat the food that is in season. So right now is duck season, with all the ducks around and duck hunting. We're getting a lot of food donated to us from local hunters, and we repurpose it and donate it to the rehabilitation centers as well. Would he eat your chickens? Yes. I had a great horned owl that I let go in the area, and a local farmer, where are you gonna go? Oh, you wanna go on this chair? Maybe he wants to go on this chair. Okay. He's like, put my chair back. Oh, now he's gonna clean himself. It's called preening. So look at him this is so cute, you guys. It's so rare to be able to see this. This is what they do in the wild, all like on their private time. You don't typically ever see an owl this comfortable. Look how his talons itching his head like that. And then he yawns. A lot of people don't know that owls can yawn. They love yawning.
Seems like he's trying to force out his casting or something.
No, he is so happy. Right now he's bathing himself basically. In fact, he would probably really like it if I sprayed him with some water. So this is called preening. What they do is they go and they have a little bit of oil inside and they will oil each of their feathers. And he's just getting comfortable. I can tell he's starting to get sleepy. He'll itch his face. He's yawning. Okay, so how does Oki react when I start training other birds of prey? You cannot put other birds of prey near an owl. One, it will scare the bird of prey because all of them are prey. This is like the most dominant raptor here in North America, and he would feel threatened and want to eat them. So you don't ever interact them together. It would be very, very bad. And so when I work with other birds of prey, I will not put them near Oki. They will be separate in separate rooms. Oki does have an outdoor aviary. We call it a mew in falconry, and he loves to go in that as well. Owls likes cozy places as well. They feel safe when they're kind of by a nook or a tree. You can see he can fly free right now, but he's choosing to be here. These straps, a lot of people are wondering what they are. We use these, this is part of our falconry equipment. These are called jesses, and he has anklets as well. Is there any kind of meat that would be harmful for them? It has to be raw, it has to be what they would normally eat in the wild. So they'll eat fish even, they'll eat snakes, grasshoppers, rabbit, pheasant, mice, voles. They love skunk a lot. Owls do not have a sense of smell, so the skunk does not bother them. You love my professionalism. Thank you, thank you. Does he? Yeah, so he's getting ready for nap time. That's why he's chilling. Oh, thank you so much. You're a big fan of the videos. Someone on TikTok wants to know if I can donate Oki's pellets. You know, I can start saving them. Oh, Sherry,
They were asking if you donate them to schools.
I would love to. I would love to. I'll start saving them. I haven't yet, but we can definitely start saving them. Some of them are like, some of them don't come out all together in a pellet. Like when he eats a duck or a rabbit, it comes out like in pieces. And sometimes bones are up to this big that come out of his throat when he spits it up. But I would be glad to save what he spits up. It's really interesting. So owls cannot digest the bones, feathers, and fur of the animals that they eat. That all comes up at the next day. But yeah, I can definitely save those. What are their pellets good for? So it's just good for education. It's neat because you can see based on the bones what they ate the day before, whether it was a mouse, a vole, and so it's quite interesting. People like to see that, and they don't smell. Do I have an occupation other than falconry? Yes, I work with a great company that I love. I am a recruiter for a company, a mortgage company called Clear Mortgage. It's an amazing company. Thank you so much, Linda. We are doing very well. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. I hope that you guys got rejuvenated. I know it's Monday, but let's make it a magnificent Monday. Let's make it a magnificent week. I'm really working on some reprogramming of the mind. And so I just think that we need to be a lot more positive and say things that you want to believe. Why did I name him Oki? I named him Oki because he looks like an oak tree. When I put him in an oak tree, the bark looks just like it, especially like with the white and like a little bit of snow this time of year. He like blends right in. So it's all about camouflage for owls. They need a camouflage, be hidden, stealth in the daytime. And then at night, that's when they come out, they hunt. They are mainly dusk and dawn hunters. That's when they're most active because they're yellow eyes. You can see how he's like looking around with every little movement. So a great horned owl can see a rabbit up to a mile away. We have to have a light a mile away to be able to see it. And that's it, even at nighttime. They only need 5% of our light to be able to see effectively and hunt. Yeah, you wish you could move your head like that. Yeah, Oki is a good name for him. Do they feed on human meat like vultures? I don't know. I don't know if owls eat humans. They mainly eat. They're the top of the food chain, so they have no predators at night. You guys, he is so comfortable. Again, this is him preening. He's oiling each of his feathers. You can see how he closes his eyes. So owls have 3 eyelids. They have the top eyelid that cleans their eyes. The bottom eyelid is used strictly for sleeping. And then they have a clear eyelid, and that protects their eyes and lubricates it. It's called the nictitating membrane. Owl kisses are the best. Yes, positive vibes, positive vibes. Okay, so someone on TikTok is asking if I am, in fact, I'll go over to TikTok too and see what's going on there. They're asking if I'm planning on getting another owl. Not at the moment. I'm not planning on getting another owl. I'm working on training another falcon. I think that would be cool. And then I'm also freeing up my schedule because I am going to be doing some traveling. Okay. Yeah, we are going to be, let's see, let me get off here. Let me answer some of your guys' questions here on TikTok. And then, oh, thank you. Yeah, scratchy, scratchy. It's amazing to me when they can scratch their head like that with these sharp of talons. So their talon strength is even stronger than eagles. So if there is an owl and an eagle in close quarters, most often the owl will kill the eagle, even though it's much smaller. It's because of their talon strength. It is 100 pounds of pressure per square inch stronger than an eagle. They're so dominant. Do you take them with you when I travel? No, I don't. If I go close by, like on camping trips, yes. But no, when I travel out of the country or out of the state, I leave him here. And then I just have a really good falconer friend that is a master falconer, and he helps take care of Oki while I'm gone. Does he fly into windows? No, he has been in captivity all of his life, and so he understands windows. The only time really that he's hit a window, believe it or not though, is when the female great horned owl and him, she'll come and try to attack him, and he'll go up and they'll try to attack each other, and the window is the only thing that protects them. So the female owl in the area is not friends with Oki. She is very territorial. If we go out in the wild, she will attack us. She literally will dive bomb us, try to injure Oki, land on him, be aggressive. So again, this is why he would not know how to survive in the wild. Huh. You wouldn't know how to survive. It'd be like sending a handicapped out into the wild. So how do you go about having an owl as a pet? First of all, I totally understand the word pet, why people would say that. But again, they are not pets. It is Oki is my falconry bird. I train him in falconry. And you do need to have a license to have any raptor, any bird of prey. That is a hawk, a falcon, an owl, or an eagle. It is federally regulated. You can't even own an owl or a bird of prey's feather. That is also regulated. You need to have a license to even own one of their feathers. Oh, thank you so much, Amanda. You guys are so nice. I love, this is fun. Oh my gosh, thank you, Terry. How can I tell the difference between male and females? So the females are always bigger in birds of prey. They're 15% larger. So the females, you know them by their weight and size. That's how you know them. So Oki being a male, a female would be about probably this much taller than him and just bigger. Huh. See, he's yawning. Yeah, you're yawning. Huh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A lot of people didn't know that owls yawn. Huh. I'm probably going to just stay on here just a little bit longer, then I'm going to wrap up. And in fact, Oki.
I'll be down for a walk if you want.
I'm a little, oops, I need a little bit of a break. I've been on this live for a while. Okay, can I use a spray bottle on him, please? Yes, so the reason why you need even a license for the feathers, that's a good question. It's to keep people from poaching our birds of prey, because if you could sell or trade their feathers, people would kill them for that. Again, it's sad. There's people that already will kill or shoot these birds of prey, and that is federally prosecuted. These birds of prey are protected species, and even the Native Americans, they need to be on Native American soil to have a bird of prey's feather. It's protected for a reason. So what is on his feet? Okay, so these are anklets. We put them on his feet in falconry. It's kind of like the harness bridle, like that you put on a dog, for example, for when I transport him outside. So they go around their ankles, and I line it with rabbit fur so it's really soft. And then these are called jessies, and that I just hook to a leash when I transport him to keep him safe. Again, he would not survive in the wild if he was free. So he's doing great though with his training. Why do you have to be? Because they are a protected species. Even if somebody is Native American, that does not give them a right to own birds of prey feathers. It's a very regulated thing. You can look it up on the internet. But even Native Americans, everybody needs to have a license to have a bird of prey feather. So, oh, thank you so much. When does he sleep? He is getting comfortable right now, getting ready to sleep. If I just stay here, I know that he would fall asleep. He's been yawning and he's resting. He's giving all the signs that he's getting comfortable. But he likes to usually go up in little cubby holes in the house and sleep. But he feels really comfortable. He likes to be close to me. So, yeah. Well, yeah, you do have to have you even though you're Native American, look and a Lakota, you do need to have a license. That is one thing that is regulated. Um, so so what happened to my last owl? My last owl, I let them go. So when I'm done with working and training with my owls, I'll typically bring a falcon, hawk, owl in and work with them for a season or two. And then I release them back out into the wild where they came from and in the same location. So it's just a time and season that I feel like I like to spend with them and then return them. But Oki, I will not be releasing Oki into the wild. He has bonded in a way that I feel like it would not be in his best interest to be free and have to figure out the world. I know that he would not survive. He's attacked many times, even outside from other owls. He doesn't know how to protect himself. So how did I get him? I started working with him when he was a baby. He was injured as a baby and in a rehabilitation center. And I volunteer a lot of my time back and forth in rehabilitation centers. And in working with Oki, I was working on training him in falconry, and he still is doing great in falconry. And he is a falconry bird. He's doing great with his live kill testing, and he's just getting ready to be on his own hunt. How did you get the other owls? Okay, well, I've worked with lots of different owls. Oki is one of many owls that I've worked with. I think he's like my fifth owl. Um, but I worked first through falcons. I worked with falcons first, the Merlin falcon, kestrels, two Peruvian Aplomado falcons from Peru, Cooper's hawks, and then on to owls. I think I had a sharp-shinned hawk at one point as well. No, bats are not considered birds of prey, but they are protected species. I've heard that if you want to have a bat on your property, you just need to build a bat box, but you can't actually take a bat and put it in the box per se. So yeah, I do hold him. He loves to sit on my shoulder. I'm going to go over to YouTube now and just say goodbye to everybody here. This has been wonderful. Does he have a natural scent of his own? He doesn't smell. His feathers, everything is just so delightful, but his breath totally stinks. His breath smells like rotten mice. It's gross. Huh, Oki? Do you have stinky breath? Oh, good morning to Australia. Hello, Lauren. Yeah, bats are beautiful animals. So here he's just kind of scratching himself. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this live. I'm gonna get a little snack. I need to drink my green drink. And then we can come back on a little bit later, huh, Oki? Okay. Huh? All right, I'm gonna finish up by giving him a little bit of water and get my green drink, and I'll be right back. That is Oki preening himself. itching himself. He's just getting super comfortable. Think how itchy they get. I mean, they have so much down and itchy feathers on them, so they're always scratching themselves. Those that are just coming on and are seeing our channel for the first time, I'm noticing that about 87 about percent of you guys are all new and have not seen Oki before. So please follow, subscribe, and share our channel so that it can help grow as we deliver good content. We are literally a mom and pop shop. We've been doing this all just between me and my son. He edits for me. And we've just taken this channel here on YouTube from like just working it a couple months. I think it's like what is it, like 64,000 subs or something?
62.
Oh, 62,000?
On YouTube.
And then like 250,000 on TikTok. My other channel has over like 600,000 on TikTok. I don't have access to that one right now. Okay, Cinnamon Girl, thank you. Yeah, we can add Cinnamon Girl as a mod. She would be awesome to add. Thank you. Yeah, we'll add you, Cinnamon Girl. You're awesome. Yeah, Oki is going to be so famous. I really think he is. He's going to touch so many people's lives. You guys, we have so many cool things that are in the works coming together that we're excited to bring to you guys. So you really want to follow, you want to be a part of this. It's not about the channel. I'm not doing it for my personal like recognition at all. I'm doing it passionately because it's touching so many people's lives, and it's just such good wholesome content, and it's one of a kind that you're going to be able to see and understand owls at a level that you don't get to do that on any other platform. Oki is so expressive, so playful, and I'm hoping that this can also be, again, very educational for you guys as well. I'm wanting to bring valuable content to you. Okay, Linda. Yes, Linda, you would be also a great mod as well. Linda's been on here for a while. How many people asked to hold him? A lot of people. We went up to the Sundance Film Festival gatherings over the weekend, and we have done different assemblies in high schools. And last week we went over to old folks home, retirement center, and anyone that he meets when we do meet and greets, he loves everybody. Just so you know, Oki, as soon as he goes on people's shoulders, they gasp or they cry, or they just have some beautiful experience of this love that Oki brings to everybody that he meets. Yes, so Rat has been asking the proper licensing to own a raptor. In order to own a raptor, there are one of three licensing that is required, either a falconry license, an education permit, or a rehabilitation permit. One of those three. Blessings to you too. Oh, thank you, Mary. Yeah, now you understand, Mary, when you hear that owl hooting, what it means. Did Oki ever see himself in the mirror? And then Liam, okay. Yeah, so Oki he does sometimes. I have some furniture that is mirrored, and it's so cute. He'll go up and he like looks at his own reflection in the mirror. I think now he is smart enough to know it's his reflection, but when he first was a baby and he noticed it, it was adorable. He couldn't figure it out. But owls are very intelligent. Their brain to body ratio is very large, just like a dolphin or a whale, one of the smarter mammals. Owls are considered very intelligent. Your cat refuses to look in the mirror. That is so funny. So how much does Oki weigh? CB's asking. Oki, he weighs about 1,035 grams. So I won't show it to you now, but I have a logbook and I will weigh him, mark the date, and what his training is based in reaction based on his weight that day. So that way we can see and find what his hunting weight is, his flying weight, when he responds to live kill testing, coming in for a glove, a lure. There's a lot of training that goes into it. He's doing so good. He's done really great, even on his live kill testing with some rabbits as well. When did I get Oki? I got Oki about 3.5 years ago. And I've lived with him and been with him every day since then. He has helped me. I've helped him in his rehabilitation, just encouraging him and helping him along in his training process, his falconry training. And he's helped me in my rehabilitation as well. Last year, I was a paramotor pilot, and I was flying in the air when my wing collapsed. And as a result, I came crashing down on the ground and broke my body tremendously. Like, those that saw me at that time know how bad it was. I was life flighted to the level 1 trauma center, and it was the worst breakage that they had seen. Back, pelvis, leg, foot, ribs. It was imploded, and my hips literally tore off of my body. And I was in a wheelchair and diapers, and they said I probably wouldn't, there's a good chance that my leg wouldn't ever come back around and I would never be able to walk with that. I didn't have any movement, and it came back around, and I worked my butt off, literally. And I beat all the odds. I've come from a wheelchair to a walker and to a cane, and he's helped me so much be by my side. I wouldn't be where I'm at without the love and consistency of Oki, my owl, in my life. I'm beyond grateful.
Someone asked, is this your main channel, or do you still use the other channel?
Okay, this is my main channel. There are other channels that I am not posting on, but that is not my content. So this is the only channel that I am posting fresh content on and lives on. So if you want to follow anything with Oki the Owl. It's on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, but all of that is my content. The other is not. So Oki is 3.5 years old. Oh, thank you so much. Oki, you're a beautiful soul. I'm a bad liar. No, I actually am not, but see you, Veronica. But yeah, you both are like a match made in heaven. Yeah, he is. I do believe it was a match made in heaven, for reals. I feel like there is specific people that are meant to come into your life, and you're supposed to have these beautiful interactions that are just meant to progress you. And I also feel like animals are like that, as you guys have close relationship with your cats and dogs, and even you know, turtles and other animals. They are meant to be in our lives for a reason. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you. I love sharing Oki with you guys. Are owls your favorite animals? For sure. Owls are for sure my favorite animal. I love just watching them and observing them, talking to them, spending time with them, because it has taken so long to understand like their language, their behavior, their mannerisms. And I don't know, I just have a gift with owls for some reason. They just have come to my life. Oki is one of many, many owls that I've worked with and trained. And I just love to share them with the community and donate a lot of my time in schools and just different programs. So I'm hoping that this is beneficial for you guys as well. It is not easy to own an owl. Thank you, Antonio. You love my work. So you have a falconry license. Yeah, if you have your falconry license, at that point you need to apply for a permit, a trapping permit to obtain a bird of prey that you intend on taking, prepare for it. You need to get the proper equipment, the anklets, the jesses, and you need to get your your chamber certified through the Division of Wildlife Resources, and then at that point you get your bird wherever it is, however it is that you find fit there, and I'll leave that up to you. But you do have to record all of this. It's a lot of paperwork, and it's very highly regulated. So what's he watching? He's looking out the window. There's blue jays that come around and they kind of taunt him because they don't like him in the area, but it's his entertainment. So they'll come and land on the balcony and they give off their alarm calls, but I think he likes it. It's like his Netflix. Yes, okay, so can I talk about owls' beaks? Yes. Okay. And how can you tell their age? Madden is asking. Okay, so their beaks, they look small, but they are massive. In fact, I am going to show you, I'll be right back. I want to show you a skull of an owl that I have right here. They are covered by feathers. They are enormous, and their mouth is huge too. But you only see the end of their beak. This is how long their beak is. It goes all the way back to here, and their mouth is huge. They swallow very large species whole. So it looks small, but it is huge and massive, and it breaks the skeletal bones of the prey that they tear into instantly. What's his favorite snack? I would have to say his favorite snack by far are mice. He loves not even the pinky mice. The pinky mice I use for training, but a large white mouse is his favorite. He loves that the most. And then second is a rat. But the rats are huge that I get. You guys are going to think this is so gross. But I do what's called a rat snow cone. So the rats are like 2 meals worth. They're like this big. And then, so I have to get my hunting shears and cut them in half and then hurry and scoop it so the guts don't fall out. I call it a rat snow cone, and then give it to him. But he loves that too. That's awesome. Yeah, their skull is amazing, you guys. The owl skull, for those that have found that interesting, you can see also how large their eye socket is here. Their eye socket is 5%, their eye is 5% of their body weight. That would be about the size of your human, like your head. Their eyes are cone shaped, okay? So they're not sphere shaped like ours, so that it can go back and have more surface area for their night vision and farsightedness. See how he's moving his head with every movement? Where did I learn all of this? I just love birds of prey. I learned it through falconry. I love falconry. It's a passion of mine. And I love owls. And I love educating them, you guys. There's so much more that I'll teach you guys maybe another time about their ears, but their ears are asymmetrical. See, do you see how the right one is higher? The left one is lower. And that is so that they could differentiate just a millisecond difference which side the sound comes from based on their asymmetrical ears. And you see, so they have to turn their face towards every single movement and sound. Yeah, isn't that, you love how they move their heads? Yeah, learning about owls and bats. I'm so glad you love learning about them. Peter, he is 3.5 years old. He's a great horned owl, hence the name horned. You see these little plumicorns on top of their head. Those are feathers. Those are not their ears. And they use them to camouflage in the wild. Only the woodland owls have these. Look, he's itching his head. He yawns. And so there's 16 species of woodland owls, and they have those plumicorns. Oh, thank you, Tabitha. We love you too. Thank you. Both of you are so cute. Do they eat cheese? They do not. He, do I do falcon shows? I do a lot of volunteer work. I volunteer my time in a lot of different schools, rehabilitation, old folks' homes, and different things like that. I just like giving back to the community.
Can owls recognize their siblings if they ever come across them?
Oh, that is a really good question. I don't know if they would. I would think so. They're very family oriented. They stay with their siblings up to a year. Usually 6 months to a year. They stay together with their parents. In fact, we have a female owl that comes over in this area, and she brings her babies. She has before, and they squawk. They don't hoot the first year, so they're like ah, and before they hit puberty, and their hoot comes in. But yeah, if they stay in the same area, the vicinity, I would imagine that they would recognize each other. Do owls go after bats? Yes, they do. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad, West Adams, that you're new to our channel. Thank you so much for all of you guys that are new, subscribing, following, and just interacting. This is so much fun. I love hanging out with all of you guys. What fruits do they eat? They don't eat fruit. So I've heard of some owls eating some grapes before, but they mainly eat, they're predators. They eat they're raptors, so they eat all other animals that way. Yes, welcome all our new people. Thank you, Cinnamon Girl. Do they drink Gatorade? No, Oki does not drink Gatorade, but he does drink water, and he loves licking to the middle of a Tootsie Pop. You will have to guess how many licks does it take for Oki get to the middle of a Tootsie Pop. Leave your comments below. Oki loves water. See here. Two licks to the middle. 0. 236 licks. No, he doesn't. He loves it when it's sprayed in his eyes. He seriously does. He loves the water. They will actually even swim on top of water. They use their wings, and they fish near the banks of rivers. They love, 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 love water. See how he's smacking his beak? It's his favorite thing when I give him baths. What animals do owls hunt? Okay, so they love rodents the most, mice, vole. They'll hunt everything else. Everything is its prey. Even other owls, duck, geese, skunk. They love skunk. They don't have a sense of smell, so they love skunk. Rabbit, quail, pheasant. Grasshoppers. I've even fed him grasshoppers. I fed him a snake before. He's eaten a snake, like a big long linguine noodle. He's like.
When it warms up, we're gonna go try to catch a fish.
Yeah. We were trying to do that on one of our videos, trying to catch a fish. That this fisherman was fly fishing for Oki. Didn't catch one, but we're gonna go catch a fish, and I think it'd be fun to go ice fishing.
Yeah.
On Tibble Fork.
Have you ever been?
No, but I want to go. Okay, so I'm going to put ice fishing on our board of activities. Yeah, he is super healthy, beautiful, happy, Can they eat a human? They probably could. I don't know if you put a human arm in there, I'm sure that they would eat it. But you know that owls have the ability to crush a human skull. Their talon strength is so strong. When they land on their prey, it's instant death. So they crush the skeletal structure and vertebrae of the prey instantly. What was that?
Water.
Oh, was that water? I'm like, you better not have like sneezed on me. Huh. You can see his nictitating membrane. That's a clear eyelid that you'll see him close very slowly. That they use to protect their eyes when they are babies or when they're eating, and it lubricates their eyes. So they have 3 eyelids. The top for blinking, the bottom is for sleeping, and then the clear nictitating membrane is for protection and lubrication. Huh. See how he closes his eyes? Yes, they can kiss. He's starting to go to sleep. He's so comfy. Yeah, they are strong as heck. Their talon strength is the power of 2 pit bulls, you guys. So it's the strongest talon strength of any raptor here in North America. Their talon strength is even stronger than eagles.
Have you ever tested to see if you get in the bathtub or something?
No, but I'm going to start bringing him in. I think that he loves water so much, so I'm going to start bringing him into the top of my shower and see if he'll like start to take a shower with me. Because owls love water. Would you want to take a shower with me, Okie? I don't think he'd like a bathtub. They don't like to go down low, but if he's like on my shoulder in the shower, maybe he would like to take a shower with me. You think 357 licks to a Tootsie Pop? All right, well, we need to give him one. I think we need to go Tootsie Pop shopping, and we'll see how many licks it takes to get in the middle of a Tootsie Pop. I think if there's like a mouse in the middle, maybe I can make him like a Tootsie Pop. Maybe like we'll put like a mouse and like we'll cover it with like a good coating, like feathers, and just see how many plucks it takes to get to the middle of his Tootsie Pop. How do I give him baths? I give him baths like this. He loves it. Also in his chamber, his outdoor mew, he has a bath pan that is required in falconry, and they love to take baths. Huh, you love baths? Yeah, it'll be a mouse flavored Tootsie for sure. All right, we're gonna. So yes, their lifespan is about 50 years in captivity. Where was he born? He was born in Utah. No, they don't have to get immunized. That's right, Terry. Thank you so much. Terry is, okay, I have to do a big shout out to Terry. She is my bestie. She is so cool. She is going to be doing a women's healing retreat. She's putting some things together with a lot of other collaborated healers in the area there in Albuquerque. So I'm going to keep you guys posted on that, but that's going to be an awesome retreat that is coming together for women. Does he play? Yes, he does. He loves to play with like stuffed animals. In the morning, he'll take well, when I wake up, I see all the dogs' stuffed animals, like little toys, stashed in a corner somewhere or high up on the shelf. Sometimes I have to get the ladder, no joke, and like climb up and get things that he either takes up high on a shelf or just mischief that he gets into. I'll show you right here. Look. Okay, this is one thing that he loves is to destroy my orchids. Look at this, what he does to all of my leaves. Look at that. Yeah, Okie.
Show this YouTube camera.
I usually come out and they are like in about 50 shreds. And I'm starting to not have any more orchid leaves because, do you eat these? I think he just likes the rubberiness of things. They destroy things. If I leave notes on paper, he'll come down and he'll just like shred the paper, like at night. So they don't make pets. They are very, yeah, those are fake leaves. He just likes to pull them apart. I'm just going to start buying him like a sack of his own orchid leaves for his own toys. Kids, do I have kids? Is that what you're asking? Open cabinet? Yes, I have 4 children. Oh my gosh, that is so good. You are beyond gifted and easy to make friends with owls. Okay, mouse in a round ice cube. Cassie is saying. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Huh. Or just like even just like a frozen mouse. Do you guys know, in fact, I give him frozen mice and you guys need to guess how many bites it takes for him to eat a frozen mouse. We'll do that.
Put a stick in it.
Yeah, we'll put a stick in it. It'll be his own Tootsie. What's the best way to start to become a falconer? Look up on your state guidelines and look up falconry in whatever state that you're in, and you'll go to the Division of Wildlife Resources page, and you can see there's a falconry tab, and you can see what the requirements are. They usually have study guides as well, and just look at all the requirements there. I'll do another video on the different requirements. I just find it interesting. A lot of people find it fascinating, but will I get him a mate? I don't think I will be getting him a mate right now. I'm mainly focused on, let me get over to here. I'm mainly focused on him right now. I want to train a falconry bird, a Merlin falcon, and then I think that I am going to be setting things up, so I'm going to be traveling soon. I have some travel plans that we are going to be going a little bit out of the country and be doing some humanitarian work that we're going to be showing you guys. I'm really excited about that. What's considered heavy for an owl? Well, it's unique based on the bird. So females are going to be heavier than males in all birds of prey. You need to find your own birds because owls come in different sizes, sexes, and so that all is changes their weight, and so it's individual. You'll start to chart it, so that's why there needs to be a logbook. Are you getting comfy? That's called rousing when he does that. And you keep a logbook and you see what their response is based on their weight. So his weight, when he's around like 1,020 grams, 1,030 grams, he's doing great. His response is really great. But his hunting weight is even like a little bit lower, like going to be around 113. Shaky, huh? Yeah, can I pick him up? I totally can. He loves to go on my shoulder. We go on walks. I'm not going to right now because I can tell that it's taking him some time to settle. This is him being comfortable. He's getting ready to sleep. And so it's kind of like he's tucked into bed. I don't want to get him back up. He's just relaxed right now. But other times I put him on my shoulder. We go for walks, and he loves car rides as well. Oh, wow, you have a lot of birds, Billy. Does it hurt when he's on my shoulder? No, he doesn't. I keep his talons just soft on the very ends, but he's very, very gentle with me. My shoulders have gotten used to it. Everybody that has Oki go on their shoulder, everybody's response is pleased with how gentle he is. He just uses the pad of his feet to stand on. He doesn't grab. You can see how soft and loose his talons are. Huh. Okay, Tabitha. Shout out to Tabitha and Billy and Joy and Ashil. Oh, yeah, you got an owl from the side of the road. Yeah, a lot of times if they just get stunned, that they're lucky when that happens, when they get hit by a car. And other times you know, it's a sad thing. Oki was hit by a car. That's what happened to him when he was just a few days old. So he didn't have his natural mother. He grew up in a hospital with feeding tubes, just a little tiny fuzzy ball. And so he didn't know how to act and speak and protect himself like an owl. And so therefore, I am going to be keeping him his entire life. I give him the best life. He will be living up to 50 years. And so we are working on his training. He's doing great with his hunting skills as well. He is a great horned owl.
Someone asked if you have a P.O. box and where they can find it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we do have a P.O. box. It's in our link tree there. If you wanted to see, in our link tree, it has all of our different platforms. So you can go over and check out our YouTube, Oki the Owl, vice versa with TikTok. And you can see our P.O. box. I'll be checking that if you guys want to send Oki a little present. We sometimes check those, and we'll do that on camera as well for you guys. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, he is so gentle because of how I trained him. He knows that I am gentle with him. I'm safe to be around. He prefers to be close to me. As you can see, he's getting comfortable right now. And if he didn't want to be next to me, he would fly away. He does love me. Yes, yes, females are bigger in birds of prey. All right, I'm gonna go over and answer some questions on the TikTok. Looks like there's like, yeah, 1.2 thousand there.
Someone said the link tree isn't there, but they could find it on our YouTube profile. I'll have to re-add it to the TikTok.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look like it's in our TikTok. We'll be adding it today. But if you go over to our YouTube, there, Oki the Owl, you'll see it in there. And our P.O. box. You can send anything you want there. I'll be checking that. Yeah, Terry has been awesome. Thank you so much, Terry. You are awesome. She is an amazing friend. I love her so much. Oh, thank you, Alexander. You love Oki, and he is beautiful. He is super spoiled. So for those that are wondering if he has a good life, he does. He is so spoiled. It's like he's a king. Yeah. So those that are on TikTok, it looks like we have 1.2 thousand right now on TikTok. Go over and look at our link tree and go over to our to our YouTube page. You're going to want to see that one. That one we do more of his hunting, and we can do, I guess, more gruesome things over there. TikTok is more regulated, so when he's eating and it's more bloody, I mean, not like you guys might not want to see it, but you might want to see how he will eat his pheasant and duck and rabbit. It's just, and then a lot longer videos. You can see some of those as well. Yes, Oki the Owl is my YouTube channel. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for your guys' support. You guys have helped our channel grow so much. We became a partner on YouTube in just a couple short months, growing completely organically from the bottom up. And so thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for all your support, your love. And I'm sorry I'm not getting to all the comments. There's just so many that come in. And I like a private life as well. And so I don't spend a lot of time on social media, to be honest. Oh, thank you. All right, it looks like I'm going to be wrapping up here in just a little bit. Owls can't do side to side. Okay, yes. So the owls, somebody's asking about their eyesight. Yes, they cannot move their eyes side to side. They gave up all of that, the surface area where the muscle would normally be, so that they can fit more rods in their eyes for night vision and farsightedness. So they have to move their head with every movement, but it's not a bad thing, because as they move their head with every movement, their satellite disc-shaped face here amplifies the sound by an increasing 30 decibels. Just the surface area of the feathers and that adaptation by turning and the direction of the sound. They can hear a mouse up to 700 feet away, just a little tiny snap of a twig or a leaf, and they can pinpoint it without ever even seeing it, just with their hearing. Does he have any long-term injuries or mobility? No, he does not. Just the fact that not physically, he doesn't have any physical damage. However, in captivity, if they don't have their natural mother teach them how to hunt, how to speak owl, how to warn other birds, he doesn't even know how to protect himself in the wild. We get attacked by other owls when we go in the wild. They are very aggressive to him. He doesn't understand why the other birds are giving off their alarm calls every time we go out. He's just like a helpless giant. And so it is my duty to keep him safe and to give him a wonderful life and give him a lot of hunting experience as well and progress his training in falconry. Can I speak Spanish? No. No hablo español. Can he actually move his head 360 degrees? He can move his head 270 degrees. So owls can rotate their head 3/4 of a turn each direction. And what is interesting, what gives them the ability to turn their head that far is the fact that they have twice as many vertebrae as we do. So we have 7 vertebrae in our neck, and the great horned owl's head is like on a popsicle stick. Their head is on 14 vertebrae, and that gives them the extra mobility to rotate their head that 270 degrees. Can he swallow mice whole? Yes, he can. Do they bite? Yes, they bite. They bite, they can grab you with their talons. He's very, very gentle. See, this is him. See, he just says hello. Hi, he's yawning. This is a sign he's happy. Hi, you yawning? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. So if I do these little movements on him, he like all of a sudden has the need to like do it too. If I scratch his head, then he has to scratch his head with his talons. It's so funny. But you can see how he closes his eyes. He really likes it. This has taken 3.5 years of being with him constantly to be able to do this to him. Oh, thank you, Ming. This is how he shows his affection, just by being close, letting me touch him like this. They don't like something like, they get a little scared if I touch his head. If I do, I have to go like from behind so he doesn't see it. Yeah, so they do bite. They can bite. There's times that he wants to be touched, that he's more relaxed like this, and then there's times that he does not want to be touched. If I do this, then he'll bite me, just like, leave me alone. Or if I try to pick him up and he just wants to be left alone, he'll let me know, but he's always very like nice about it. See, he's yawning. I need to get a video of inside his mouth. He has the cutest little tongue. I don't know if you guys knew that owls have tongues, but they do. He is 3.5 years old. Yeah, he is ready to go to sleep. Yeah, he does yawn. See, if I touch his head, he might yawn. You can see him starting to close his eyes. His name is Oki. So when I scratch his head, he likes to scratch his face, and he's like pushing up because he likes the feeling of it. That little noise he makes is when he's nervous. But yet he likes it. He's like asking for more. He's like begging. He likes it. That's why he's pushing his head up. He's trying to push into the scratch, so I'll do it harder. And then he moves in closer. Okay, so you have a question for him. Okay. Yeah, so they can make a lot of different sounds, you guys. Okay, can you? I don't know. So, what is my name? My name is Leslie, and this is Oki. You can see him yawning.
Can you scoot over just a little bit?
Uh-huh. So then he'll start to wipe his beak on here. This is called feeking. And he loves it when I spray him. Sometimes he'll open his wings. He just loves it. He loves to be. Yes. And you can see like he keeps on putting like, he tries to like stand on my shoulder. It's so cute. So this is the way that I like to spoil him because I know that he likes this. Here, you want some more? You want some water? I'm gonna go get him a little baby Pinky Mouse. Maybe you guys would like to see him eat a little mouse. And then I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna start making myself some lunch. And I'm gonna let you guys have an amazing day. And we'll get back on a little bit later as well. Here, Oki.
What time Madden was wondering?
Let's see. What have we got on it at 3 o'clock?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we can come on in a little bit less than 3 hours. We'll come back on 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So for those that are on, we'll stick to that schedule. If you guys want to see okay, just so you guys know, this is Oki chews all of my orchid leaves. This is like one of his favorite things. He chews paper. You're a little menace, aren't you? Yeah. All right, let me go get a little mouse and see if he wants a treat before I hang up. And then if you want to see this live from the beginning, those that want to see the mallard duck that was in his mew this morning, his chamber, that's what he ate last night. That's on the YouTube channel. And you can see that was the beginning of this live. Go out and check out our other videos too. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're finally a partner on YouTube. Thanks to all of you guys. All right, Oki, you want to eat your little mouse? Good boy, Oki.
Pretty bird.
He's so pretty. So now I'll probably just let Oki have his time. He'll start to take a nap. But it's been such a great morning into the afternoon with you guys. This was a fun live for you guys as well. Thank you so much for your support, coming along, and just even your fun questions, hanging out. This has been so delightful. I know Oki liked it as well. Huh, Oki, did you like it too? Come here. Come here. Ooh, ooh. Maybe this afternoon when we come back on at 3 o'clock, we can go for a walk.
Let's do it.
All right, so those that want to go on a walk with us, come back on 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and we'll be going for a walk outside in the foothills. He'll fly up here, fly up there. We're going to find the couch. He wants to go for a walk. Whenever he goes on my shoulder, he knows we're going for walks. But we'll do that again. So thank you so much, you guys. We've really enjoyed our time with you thoroughly. And we will see you again, won't we, Oki? Have an amazing afternoon. And thank you so much. Bless you all. Say bless you.